This is an unusual video for me on my channel. A few days ago, I found a comment on my UK Bigfoot video, and it said something along the lines of that I'm passing off all of Deborah Hatswell's work and Deborah Hatswell's map as my own, and that they dislike the video. And I guess they probably dislike the video, which is fine. The stats on it are pretty good, actually. Oh, new subscriber. It looks like I make too many videos. When did I do? There we go. UK Bigfoot hotspots. Whoa, crikey. 1,598 views, 30 comments, 53 likes, and a 91.4% like ratio. So like, everything about that video, I'm really happy with it. When I put it out there, it was the first video that I got what I considered to be a really positive response in terms, I mean, the likes, like 1,600 views, 53 likes. I'm so happy with that. That's fantastic. And so really what I want to do is just tell the story from my perspective, which is one of the great things about having a YouTube channel, is that you can do that. I didn't want to just respond to the comment. As I've learned this before, when you get a really, and I'm going to speak truthfully, when you get a really hurtful comment, when you get a really mean, nasty comment, I've learnt that if you try to tackle it and you say, well, I'm not sure that's right, you know, and you try and respond to it, you're responding from where you're coming from, and then they just respond from where they're coming from. And you just dig a hole, and you spend the whole day just trying to argue with somebody who's never going to see it from your point of view. So, this is the way I see it. I had started to look at the American Bigfoot data, and I'd started producing maps, and I remember that it was around that time that I made contact with Deborah, and we had some back and forth, and I remember she recommended a documentary to me. You know, she was looking into the whole sort of UK Bigfoot thing, and I said, oh, that's fantastic. Do you have any data that I can use, you know, to put onto one of these, you know, onto a map in the same format as America? And I remember Deborah was really on board with that idea and not against it at all. And by the way, it's not Deborah who's commented on my video, it's somebody who's referring to her as Debbie, saying you're using Debbie's research and you're passing it off on as your own, and I don't like it. This was a few days ago. So yeah, what it came down to was Deborah said to me, you know, I could probably dig out the messages, and I probably should, but it was along the lines of, you know, hey, here's my map, and yeah, you're welcome to use it. Please do, you know, be great to see this kind of analysis on my data. Something along those lines, paraphrasing, but that feels like the way it went. And so, actually, I ended up doing a whole load of other things. I went to Ohio, I made the Englishman in Salt Fork video, and, you know, other things happened, months passed. And I actually felt like I'd made a commitment to do this, to actually take what was on Deborah's map and to put it into R and to get it onto the maps, and to, you know, and I wanted to make a video out of it. So I got to a point where I wasn't doing too many tutorials, and I just started doing streaming on Twitch. So for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, I streamed on Twitch while I took the data from Deborah's map and converted it into a CSV format ready to load into R. And then once I'd done that, I then sent that CSV file to Deborah so that she had that if she ever wanted to use it. She got it in that sort of spreadsheet format. And then once I'd done the video, I sent the link to Deborah, and she said, great, thanks, and can I put it on my website? So I just want to sort of paint this picture that this is not me treading on Deborah's toes at all, and as far as I know, throughout the whole process she was really happy for me to do what I did, And when I'd done the video, she said, is it okay if I put it on my website? So as far as I know, there's absolutely no problem there. And I guess the reason for making this video is if one person's going to comment like that and sees it like that and thinks I'm stealing Deborah's data and trying to pass it off as my own, then maybe other people think that, and I want to make it clear that that's not what happened. And I think if you watch the video, it's absolutely clear that I link to Deborah. I keep crediting her over and over again. I'm not passing off anything as my own work. I'm just pointing out that I'd taken the data that was on the map and put it into a different format so that I could load it into R, so that it was then on a like-for-like basis with the USA data. And the other thing that came out of that was that because of the way that I've represented it on the map, you can see 3 hotspots. Now, I'm pretty sure that if I'd sat down and interviewed Deborah and said, where are the hotspots, she'd have probably told me that, you know, it's up in the Cairngorms and it's Cannock Chase and it's somewhere just to the southeast of London, which is what came from my map. But, you know, one of the really positive reactions that I'm getting to my maps, you know, is that, you know, people really like that level of analysis and presenting the data in that way. And both two of my videos, one about the USA and the one about the UK, have resulted in somebody doing a whole blog post about it. And so, you know, I feel like what I did was I took Deborah's data and I put it in a slightly different format, and you know, as far as I know, she was with me all the way. So I guess that's it. I don't want to bang on forever about this. I'll probably edit this down a bit, but it was just, I suppose, just wanted to take the opportunity to react to that comment, to talk about Bigfoot, and to I suppose tell the story from my perspective. So thanks for watching, and more, hopefully the next video will be different to this one. Thanks a lot.